Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's go, baby. 61,360. Can Bitcoin hold these key levels? We're going to find out. We already took a scalp for the morning. I'm going to show you how we did it. I'm going to teach you the strategies to keep you winning, and we're going to make it out. Love you all. See you on the live, baby. Let's go. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Bitcoin struggling 61,260. Having a bit of a problem. You know, I wanted to talk about my friend, man. Gave me this beautiful jacket. Just wanted to say thank you. Absolutely beautiful. The nicest piece of clothing I've ever owned, actually. And we're going to do something fun with this jacket later on, this Xenia jacket. But it was hot here, so I had to suit up. But this is to my hater, man. A specific hater. This is for you. This jacket's for you, baby. This jacket's for you, man. All right? Just want you to know, when you see this one, this episode's dedicated to you, baby. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're hanging in there with you and yours. Let me take a look here at the chat and see what's happening to you beautiful people. What are you saying? What are you saying? What goes on? What goes on, right? Man, today's a beautiful day. Already hit a trade this morning for my quota. Pretty happy that things are hitting it the way they're supposed to hit it. Honestly, I'm learning now too, which is sad, that it's just like the best time to trade is somewhere between 7 and 10 or 7 and 11. I mean, we got the short squeeze, but then, man, I leave it alone. You know, I'm getting better at just setting it, hitting my trade, and then leaving it alone for the day. Let's put the lemon into the water. Man, it's a beautiful day to be alive. It's basically the second day of my daughter's life. Samira, baby, Samira. We love you, Samira. God bless you. And I've held her. She's absolutely beautiful. I was up all night because I could barely sleep with her. I've been my wife, our master bedroom is way too far away from the bed. So for the last month, my wife has been sleeping in another bedroom, you know, and I've been sleeping in the master bed alone. I'll be honest. I've been taking it. And I've been having the best sleeps of my life, going into the jacuzzi late at night and passing out in a king-size bed all alone in a giant master suite. It's been amazing. It's been like, I grew up and I lived in a one-bedroom apartment for 8. Every night when I go to sleep, I'm like, is this my life? You know what I mean? I can't believe, I'm so appreciative. I just want to, you know, I don't mean to brag. I'm just telling you the story. Well, I got to tell you the story. So now she's back in the bedroom now, and it's done. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to go in the guest room somewhere and get a good night's sleep. I'm looking for things. I'm looking for beds to buy in my studio room, like a convertible bed, something. Anyway, Bitcoin struggling. We're gonna take a look at it. 61,140 for BTC. But the baby's healthy. Everything is good. If you didn't know, we just had a child. She was born on the 26th of June. I think that was her birthday. 26th of June at about 9:15 at night. It was an awesome birth. It went very well. The lady that helped us do the birthing, like the birthing nurse, I don't know, there should be a name for that, right? I don't know. Forgive me for not knowing the exact name. But she was the best. Chris, shout out to Chris at Lakewood Ranch Medical. Unbelievable at the Women and Children's Center. Chris, we love you. I hope this clip gets to you somehow, some way, maybe. But Chris, you're unbelievable. If you're gonna have a baby, I'm telling you right now, like, it's sad to say, like, she's the only person for the rest of my life, if I ever was gonna have any more children, she would be the only person that I would want around delivering those babies. She just was so in tune with with women, and I just, God bless women. They are the most amazing creatures. Just watching how she interacted with my wife, it just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Converting from desk to bed. You're funny. The baby. Yeah, it's my mother's birthday today. It's a wonderful day. Shout out to Vidal. God bless your mom, man. You're such a nice guy. Vidal, man, you got a heart of gold, man. You're the type of guy that cries like me, bro. I know it. I see it in your heart, bro. You got that heart of gold, man. I love you, Fidel. May God bless you and your mother. Mrs. Escobar, man. Right? How's Pablo doing, bro? Say what up to the family, all right? If everybody knows, that's Fidel. No, I'm just joking around. No. God bless you, man. Hope everything's going well. Sam, if you're able to get a Beta 1D mattress, I would highly recommend it. It changed my life. Always had back pain. Thank you for saying that. All right. Okay, so, all right. Thank you. I do, LMA. I know you do, man. I know you, brother. You're my man, dude. I've seen you. I've looked you deep in the eyes, man. You're my brother for life, brother. Once I connect with a lifer, we connected for life. There's something about the lifers that pierces the veil beyond any relationship you've ever had. Anyway, let's take a look at what's happening to BTC. I told you I didn't like what the 4-hour was looking like. It looked like the 4-hour wanted to take a nasty dump to the downside. I would almost make this a broadening falling wedge, open this puppy up, or even just say, no, whatever. But whatever you say, you can see this key level you're coming to, 59,000. The 4-hour looks like it wants to take a beat down on us right now, for sure. I did a video update earlier this morning, and I just talked about what we were seeing on the 15 and the 7. I said, you don't want to lose the 15-minute 200 MA. We were above it. I said, once you lose that, you're likely going to get a short, you see? It's all about the 200. I know I sound like a broken record. So if you don't understand my system, you'll eventually just be like, man, I don't get what this guy's saying. But once you understand the system, it all comes together, right? It all comes together. Shout out to everybody here. The energy is amazing. Yeah. God bless you, man. Kettlebells also help back pain. Interesting. Give that nurse a free subscription of your trading course. She definitely deserves it. Bro, is that true? Crypto? There are 2 million now. Probably. There's so many cryptocurrencies in the world. All right. So where are we going? What's happening? I mean, to me, it looks like we're coming down to this. Look, you lost a point of control and a 200 MA. Whenever I've seen that, we've come down to at least the next key level of support or resistance, which is 60,060. And we could go all the way to 59,281. People would just assume that it's all up. That's why I DCA and begin to add. Everyone assumes that it's all to the upside, and that's just not the case, my friends. That's just not the case. All right. Anyway, we're going to break it down from the top to the bottom here. But Bitcoin's struggling. It needs to get a bounce back above the 200 SMA. Let's take a look at our 1 minute time frame. Earlier today, I made gains. How? I taught my students and I showed them my strategies. Whenever you break above the 1 minute 2, you open up a long. Stop loss below the next previous support or resistance. So like here, let me go back in time and I'll show you. So I wake up, I pop the charts open, let's just say. And first thing I do is I go through the charts, and after a couple minutes, I get to the 1 minute, right? And I see what's happening. I see, oh, that's a head and shoulder pattern. That doesn't look too good. But I'm crazy. I make a flag out of everything. I'm like, some type of weird. I was like, oh, there's the flag. It has to get back inside. I said, little measured move, technically. It's okay, And I say, if we can get above the, and I was like, oh, low stochastics. And I say, if we can get above the 200 MA, we can get a bit of a move, right? And so I watch. And right here, I get excited. When I see this dip, I'm like, oh, what happened there? And yes, I have to watch price action for 10 minutes straight. It's not perfect. All right. Sometimes longer. But boom, that was almost too fast. But once that happened, I'm interested. I might buy into that green candle, which is not normal, right? But this is a different signal. All right. Right there, when that candle turns red, I'm starting to get groovy. I'm getting excited. I might even look at the 5 second for a flag, the 30 second, you know what I mean? Not all the time, sometimes. And then I see that the 50 is coming for the 200. That's a golden cross. If this were the weekly, you would see a massive pump of the weekly. It would take 6 to 7 weeks, right? I'm telling you, the weekly is the 1 minute. The 1 minute is the weekly. Who here understands what I'm saying when I say that? Please explain to me what I'm saying when I say that. Please, someone here. I'm looking at the comments. I'm waiting for you beautiful people to comment. I want to hear you. I want to know you. I want to connect to you. I want to be with you. Not the way you think. That's disgusting. I want to hang out with you every single day. I want to be in your mind. I want to connect on a deep level. All right? It is all the same. Holographic charts. You were saying it's weekend time. You could look at every time frame. It's the same way. Amen. You mean that every time frame acts the same? It does. And you can derive the information from one to the other. You can go backwards and forwards with your back testing. The information was always given to you. See, what I realized was they was always showing me what they wanted to do to me right in front of my face. I just didn't have the ability to see it. Now I see it. They're like, we're going to dump on you. And I'm like, oh, wow, they're going to dump on my face. I'll tell my wife before a major dump. I'll look at her. I'm like, and she'll look at me and she'll see my face and she'll be like, and I'm like, and she's like, it's going to get pretty bad. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, it's going to be a couple months of pain. I was like, no guarantees, but I look at her and I'm like, my indicators are pretty spot on and they're telling me we're getting a pretty big pullback. And I was like, get ready for a couple months of just tough price action. And she's like, and I'm very, very accurate whenever I sit down and tell my wife that. So the charts tell us, anyway, right when this happens, you open up the trade. This one's a little harder because it's really far away from price action. And then you just look left to your next big resistance areas. This is what I do. No pattern needed. I don't pattern trade this. Understand? I make sure it's a 3-to-1. I like it when it's usually a 5. Usually it's a lot better because you're able. Usually that candle doesn't spike as fast, right? And then I just walk away, do my thing, and then that one got hairy, but eventually you would have been in some gains, like bang, and then you sell, right? That one took a lot longer time. That one may have been so like, I got hairy, but it eventually did make this flag. See? Then this morning I'm watching and I saw this and I got in right there, and when that pump happened, I got out, and that's kind of where we stand. You see? This one was the perfect one. This one was perfect because you got two candles to close right above the 200, okay? Which meant I get to put my stop loss very, very close to price action. Right? And then I just put it to that left, the same area there, right? Something like that. And that gives you like the 7-to-1 risk-reward ratio, and bang. And I was up $170 in literally 4 minutes. So I decided you got to take the trade, right? And so bang. And I sold right there and executed the trade, right? That is just how it's done over and over again, right? All right. I attempt to get that once a day, every single day. All right. And then walk away. Whatever I get, sometimes it's 300, sometimes it's 200, sometimes it's 500. It depends on my risk. The risk depends on how much I can put in, showing me where we are on the chart. Depend on my risk reward ratio. Sometimes we get a bigger pump. Sometimes it doubles up. Yesterday was amazing. Yesterday the move was huge. It was right here. It was absolutely phenomenal, right? And so you never know what you're going to get, but it's like a cookie jar. You open it up and you see what's in there. And sometimes, man, you get a freaking walnut macadamia, baby, and it's the best dang cookie you've ever had in your life. All right. So, who likes to shine? Does anyone here like to shine? You like to shine? Who here likes to shine? I want to help somebody shine today. Who wants to shine, baby? Who wants to shine? All right. I love y'all. May God bless everybody here on the live. We appreciate you. We love you. And love is the strongest frequency. Remember that. If you live in love, you cannot be denied. May God bless everybody here. All right. What do you use to get out of the trade? When do you know the best time? The stochastics RSI, and just the ability to show someone how big you are. Like, oh my God, I just made $170 in a minute. I just made $200 in a minute. It's like, whenever you want to text somebody or show somebody how much you're up, it's usually a good time to take some profit. I've learned this. It's like you're part of the matrix. You know what I mean? You're one of the mechanisms. You are an indicator yourself. Listen to yourself. All right. So look at Bitcoin here on the weekly. You can see we have a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder on the stochastic, on the RSI, which I have seen make up, but look, there was one there that kind of played. But, it's just an interesting idea. Doesn't mean we're going to dump for sure, but yeah, pretty weird. We do have a head and shoulder on the RSI. You see it? Pretty obvious to me. You can see it now a lot better, right? See it? You can double click any indicator. Like I just double click the RSI. It makes it the whole screen. A lot of people don't know that. I can double click this, makes it the whole screen. What if I just want to look at the MACD? What if I want to, and sometimes what you can do too is kind of cool, is like you could set up 3 screens. You could duplicate this 3 times, and you can have one screen with the RSI only. One screen, you know what I mean? If you want to see things really specifically, you can have this up really big on another screen. I do that sometimes, Anyway. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Jump on into the live. So I'm going to find some gems to teach you today, things that you haven't heard before. I'm telling you right now. Every single day is a day to change your life. I put the lemon in the water. Let's take a big sip of the water. Home alone yesterday, I forgot the water, and I couldn't stop the show, and no one could bring it to me. And that's why I went the whole show without that water, if you noticed. I just had to start the show, man. It happens. When I'm alone, it's not easy, right? But with my daughter, someone always helps me get ready. So the weekly, we have this beautiful resistance that we bounced off of, but we have closed a candle lower than that candle was closed. To me, that's pretty bearish, you know? And you have this previous support as a resistance there, which we bounced. So 60,180 is really just kind of where we stand. And we're not that far away from that breaking point. And when we break that, you have this one level fine, 57,650. See right here where these two candles closed. I'll respect that. And then right here at about 52,000. So 52K isn't that ridiculous. It's highly probable for such a volatile asset, if you ask me. Definitely a good chance. All right. I bought some mobile on a dip. I had a long road down, but then I think it bottomed and got in. Too early for me, too new of a coin to buy on the dip. I need something a little more established to dip buy, in my humble opinion. But good for you. I hope it works out. If you've done your research and you really like mobile, then maybe it's what you're going to do. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't think I'm saying you should be taken as such. Please get yourself a financial advisor or do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. All right, so here's the deal. I mean, shoulder, head, right shoulder to the upside. Could we just kind of consolidate inside of this tiny little bull flag, eventually hitting 58,000, never going much lower than these key levels? This is a high probability, and then we break out somewhere, October or November, which would make sense. October or November would be the next big leg up, and 111,000. And we top out somewhere by May of 2025, and that's the cycle. I mean, you see what I'm saying? And then there we are, right? So it's as crazy as it sounds, and we had a pretty big part of the cycle is done already. I have to say, everybody, in my humble opinion, everyone's looking for the super cycle, yada, yada, yada. I'd rather sell early, and see the market rip even more and then just swing trade some bigger amounts to cap off the end of it than believe it's going up again and watch everything go back down to zero. So, but this is highly probable to me, and that's a Sammy cup in handy too, right? And some are saying, well, we could go lower because the Fibonacci really rest at that 618 golden pocket somewhere at 50,000. And so, it could be a more, but the way this is, we could get, so we need the bounce anyway. And if we lose this key level here on the weekly at 60,000, I just don't see how we don't go down to 52,000, right? Remember, today is my macro weekly analysis. We're going to be breaking down a lot of different things, going over Bitcoin dominance, total too, and really, really giving you guys that macro look at where we're at and what's happening, all right? Shout out to Jennifer Moffitt in the house. We love you. Yeah, 125K is my target for the run as well. We'll be exiting all my coins when Bitcoin hits 115, 125K. That's my scale out zone. Amen. Yeah. Do you ride the massive shorts to the bare lows? On a few things, I tend to just really be happy about my profits. Shout out to your new baby girl. Thank you, Andy. God bless all the beautiful people here on the live. What do you define as a break above? Any candle closing above it, or even just a massive candle pushing above that level. Yeah. All right, let's go further down now into the 3-day chart. AVAX prediction. I don't know. AVAX has been struggling. I don't know what's going on with them right now. And they're in a giant head and shoulder pattern. It looked like they were on par, but they just, honestly, they're not grabbing enough market share. And Solana is eating them alive. Something's going to have to give. Something big, some news, some catalyst for AVAX. I haven't seen it. I don't know what's happening with them. I like AVAX. I've always had faith in them. But right now, they're kind of I'm not going to say they're a dead chain. That's not true. But even to me, I haven't thought of using it. I haven't wanted to go over there. I'll be honest, the A chain, C chain, B chain, that confused a lot of people. And I think it also, I'm going to say it pissed a lot of people off. And I usually like to say that because some people just made mistakes or, I could be wrong. You could say, hey, lifer, you're way off there. And I'm open to listen. I really am. I'm not right on every accord and when it comes to crypto. But, tell me, right? When's the last time you used AVAX? Somebody out here? All right. Near's way better. I like Near too. Do you think cycle will be different? A run in October, a top in May. That's usually what happens, man. They just needed some good games. AVAX is a gaming play. Shout out to the baby girl. Shout out to Crypto Cloud. Nah, we love you. Sam, do you only treasure wallet? Thoughts on Tangem and One Key? I have a Tangem and a One Key wallet. All right. Today, we're going to do a big thing. We're going to do something awesome. All right. We're going to do something really awesome for you. All right. Check it out. This jacket's cool, right? If you can guess the cost of this jacket, all right, whoever gets closest is going to get a One Key touch. All right. Here it is right here. Here it is right here. Here it is right here. Okay. We're not going to do it right now. Don't put your numbers in 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 right now. You're going to do it anyway. Hold on. Hold off. Hold off. Hold off. Hold off. Hold off. We're going to do it later on in the show. You got to be here. It's going to be at about 11:15. All right. You're going to get this beautiful Tangem Touch wallet. It hasn't been opened. The plastic hasn't been breached. This thing is absolutely lovely. I already have one. This thing is sweet. I'm telling you right now, you're going to love it. It's small. It's smooth. You're going to be able to put Caspa on it. Oh my gosh. You're going to have what a lot of people want. I'm telling you right now, I think a $249 value. Shipping coming to you and all that, probably $270 after everything is said and done. Taxes, maybe even around $300 where you're from. This thing is amazing. All right. So we're going to put it out there. I have a value that we got here online. And at 11:15, all right, we're going to do it. So save your numbers for 11:15. And we're going to have some fun. We're going to break it down. All right. Bang. All right. Bang. So don't remind me. We're going to be doing this. Remind me. Remind me. All right. You could do an open mock and go through it. Yeah. Love to you and your beautiful growing family. Nothing better. Amen. You are in our thoughts. God bless Rave Song Records. We love you. Yeah. Yo, that jacket is tight, son. Nah, man. It's here in the movie. Yo, the true value of the shirt is its courage. Amen. 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 Someone gave me this jacket, by the way, too. All right. All right. So let's keep it moving. So resistance here at 72,301. All right. I'm excited. I can't wait, but we're going to have to wait. That pay, now there's that, Any thoughts on Kadena? I mean, Kadena was hot, but I haven't seen it in a long time. Again, no marketing. Nobody talks about it, right? It just doesn't get... Sad to say is the memes are spending all the money. They're getting all the money and they're getting all the money. It's not good when the whole space... All right, let's break down stock market for one split second, and then we're going to get to Bitcoin. Actually, no, Bitcoin's dumping. Hold on. So 3-day chart doesn't look good to me too. Like as it loses this key level, that's an M pattern to me. And M's break down 68% of the time. Everyone else is like, I'm so bullish, it never stops. I'm like, let's just look at the facts here. I mean, that could even send us further down. I mean, that tells you 46,000, 47,000 is possible. That's the 786 Fibonacci retracement, which is a known beautiful bounce. All right, so that's an M pattern to me, double top for sure. I mean, if you don't think that's a double top, I don't know what to tell you. Then you're just, you're deciding to listen to whoever you want to listen to. Like I listen to the charts, man. All right. Let's go back down into the daily now. The daily to me is starting to make some type of bear flag. And I talked about this to my trading group. Did I not? Did I not say it looks like a bear flag? Did I not say I'm more bearish than bullish? Right? No, BB and the baby are home. The baby is here. You know what I mean? Can you take a look at Polka Dot? It's a pretty huge head and shoulders on the weekly daily. It's kind of inverted head and shoulder forming on the 4 hour as well. Interesting. Starting to understand Bitcoin maxis a little bit. Bitcoin would be already 200K without the meme coins. 100%. Like there's just way too much money going into trash. Even I've put some money into meme coins. It's made me money. Like Brett has made me some gains, some serious gains. I'll be honest, like that would be your bear flag on the daily, and that suggests too that you can go to 51, 52,000. You would have to lose the 200 SMA. So far, we have support 1, 2, 3 days straight. We haven't closed the daily candle below 60,000. So until we do that, and we haven't closed the daily candle below, let's say this level here, we can give it 58,260. So okay, we got one last remaining, but it's starting to look pretty bearish to me, if you ask me. 22 is getting to the overbought region and didn't give us much. 12 hour as well. 8 hours, same. 8 hours at an M pattern right there. Look, in 8 hours at an M and couldn't get back above key resistance. 8 hour got rejected by 62K. You know, 61.90. You know, it's just like 61.80 even. So that looks like an M that wants to dump to the downside with high stochastic. So like the chart, look at that, looks like an M that wants to dump. And this is what we talked about this morning. I said, everyone, the 4 hour doesn't look good. And I even said it last night. I said the 4 hour looks like it wants to take us further to the downside. Measured move is the length of this pole here. So you can see the small. So we have a daily flag that's kind of looming. And we have a 4 hour flag that's really already set. That to me says there's a 68% chance you're going to dump to the downside here and head to 58, possibly 56,600. I'll get rid of the bigger one for now because we can focus on this. You lost the point of control. The only thing going for you is you have dragged the 21 away and you want to get that bounce back to the upside. But I'm telling you right now, that is bear city. I show you when it's bullish. I show you when it's bearish. We go over everything together, right? Every single day. We don't take days off. It is what it is. I mean, that is a bearish signal. We have to get back above 62K. And then even here. And then if you get above 62K, okay. Then you got to break here. And you got to break back above 64,550 to remain bullish. It's so important. It's so important. So Bitcoin is looking very, very bearish. I don't like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. All right. And then heavy resistance here too as well. Make it really exact here on the 1 hour. 62,000. Yeah, it's 62.2 to me. That's the level that I keep finding kind of keeps hitting home. 62.2. $62,200. And, you know, fine. The 1 hour is like, okay, maybe we get a bounce here. But that's also an M pattern to me. All right. So almost looks like that. You could say we're already breaking it. And see how the charts just keep telling you what's going to happen? Like you can, you know. Now low liquidity, we could stop. We could bounce up, back down. Be careful. That's why I'm in and out on a Friday. And I'm also going to stay in cash for today. I'm not going to DCA anymore. I'm going to stay in cash. I want to see if this market may give me some better pricing. So today's one of the first days you're going to see me. I'm going to hoard my cash. And I'm not going to put any money into the market. All right. I'm going to start stacking Tether again. It just is what it is. You know, I just always let you know. I've been stacking a lot of BTC. Let's take a look at the Fear and Greed Index. 47. I liked it better at 30 when we were here in the shaded region. If we can get back in there, I'd like to gobble more up. We'll see where we stand. All right. TA short and long term for JASMY. God bless. Shout out to Cryptoholic Love for the 35. I need your help. What is your prediction with Bowden? Anyone wants the disaster debate? Ouch. I mean, there was just some really weird moments where he was like this. I hear it. Ready? This is my best impression of the debate. Trump. It was wonderful. Everything was absolutely wonderful. We did it, and we did it the best we ever could. No. And this is my impression of Biden. Wait, hold on. We needed. It was the way. I was feeling. Did you guys feel uncomfortable? It was like the strangest thing I've ever seen. It was like, I'm just being real. Like I'm not. I'm just. It was just absolute insanity. It was just absolute insanity. You know what I mean? Everything's gonna be great. It's gonna be absolutely wonderful. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it exactly the right way. We're gonna secure the border. God bless everybody here a lot. We love you. We appreciate you. It was weird, man. I had to take some screenshots of it because it was bugging me out. It was like freaky. It was like the straight. I was like, whoa, like this is weird. Like if my dad did that, I'd be like, Daddy, you all right? Like, and I'd be like, Mom, like, Dad's not acting normal. Like, you know what I mean? Like my whole family would have a talk. Like, yo, Mom, Dad's been strange lately. Anyway, let's get back to let's get back to brass tacks here. So look, the 15-minute loss to 200 SMA, that's also a bearish sign. That's a sign for shorts, right? And you lost the 200 SMA as you lost the point of control. Same time scenario, whenever those two things they're conjoined right there at the same place. That's amazing, right? And so we have a little bit of support right there. We have bounced 1, 2, 3 times. Can we bounce? You never know. All right. It was watching the president of the United States versus the president of the U.S. He needs to go into an old folks home, somebody says. Oh my God. Yeah, his mouth was open. It was the weird, shout out to Crypto Archie, bro. Yo, shout out to Crypto Archie in the house, man. God bless you, Crypto Archie, man. A true warrior of the space. A man that does not fear, an up and down market. A man that blasts through. A man that perseveres. A man that knows what Caspa is. A man that's been in Caspa since I was in Caspa. We'd have to go back to the tape to see who got in first. And it's no competition, man. He's my brother from across the pond. I told you, we're going to have a reality show called Sam and Archie. Because we're on our race to 100 mil. One of us is going to hit 100 mil this cycle, right? That's in. And again, maybe I'll hit 20 or 30, 40. Maybe he'll hit 100. Maybe he'll hit 200. Maybe I'll hit 80. Hopefully everything will go our way, right? But once that happens, I'd like to fly across the pond, kind of make some type of connection, and then we should build like a fun house or something. I don't know what we're going to do, but I think we're going to do something interesting with our creativity and our ability to and it's going to be called the Archie and Sam. Sam and Archie sounds a little better, but Archie and Sam, I think kind of, you know what I mean? So I'm planning this Sam and Archie show in my mind. It may never happen, but in my mind, it has already happened. I've manifested it, and you guys have already watched it. It's taken over, and people love it. It's gone all over all over the world. So the Sam and Archie show coming after the bull run. I'm just saying, man, we're gonna have to branch out and change it up. You see, I worked in TV for a long time, and I've created characters, and the dude's hilarious. And his blunt style of just telling people like what they need to hear is so awesome. And sometimes I have this other kind of like, sometimes I'll just say something and people will just they'll spit out their coffee and I think me and him together with that dynamic, a little snooty with that little bit of mixed comedy, and I think it can get pretty funny. You know what I mean? And so I'm already writing the whole thing. I can see the narrative. The Sam and Archie show, man, I'm telling you, it's going to blow up. Anyway, shout out to Crypto Archie, brother. God bless you. I'm so happy to see that you're watching, man. He said, sounds like a cartoon show. How high are your socks, Sammy? Sock check. No socks, man. I don't wear socks. Can I get my leg up? Oh, maybe it's the camera there. I can get my leg up if I'm... No socks, man. I stay barefoot on the stream. I got pants on, though. I got pants on. I got nice, cocky pants on. They look nice. Yeah. You should get inspired for the comedy we watched last night. I know, right? Sheldon for banter still loves AVAX. I'm sad you lost faith. I didn't lose faith in AVAX. It's a blue chip. It's a big coin. I'm not saying I believe it go to 130. It'll do its thing. I'm just saying it's taken us a long time, and I think there's something else to be in. British at that. Crypto Archie. What do you think about AVAX, man? Don't you AVAX, great chain, gonna produce gains, people build on it, but no one's talked about it. Hasn't got a lot of buzz. May not be my first place to park a bunch of funds right now. I'm just, right? Socks are bad, I'm gay. Gotta let them dog break, okay? Real traders trade barefoot, amen. So if Bitcoin's going down, with the alts start to go up? I don't know. I disagree with that. When Bitcoin goes down and there's a slump in sentiment, it takes down the whole market. It takes down every coin but Caspa. Caspa just continues to pump. Right? So, and shout out to all my lovers out there and people who love life. If you love your life, put a 333 in the comment section. AVAX will be used by Amazon. That's a big thing. All right. AVAX will do well eventually. It's just got to take time. Exactly, 100%. Yeah, gaming coins are kind of in the background right now, 100%. Yeah. I was just saying, like, if you really like AVAX, DCA by all means. I believe, like, DCAing right now into ATH. What do you think of Ether? See, I think Ether is a better play. All right, but that's just me, all right? I think LF is a better play, right? So look, 7-minute came up, got rejected by the 200 and fell to the downside. I'm telling you how much, if you trade the 200, you're on above it, you're off below it, and they just wreck people who don't understand these concepts. You lost the 200 SMA and the 7-minute, right? And then you even lost the trend line, right? So that's bear city for Bitcoin. And here you lost, that was time to short right there. The second the 1 minute lost, you open up the short with a stop on the other side. It's the exact same thing that I just taught you earlier today when I showed you I executed the long. Okay? It's the exact same. See, where's the long? There's the long I executed right there. Boom, and then it came down. Same exact scenario. And that's why if you flip the chart upside down, you can learn so much and understand so many things. All right? And just be on point. All right? I'm going to, I've been watching this Jason Derulo, right? Who's got a big following, 3.5 million people on Twitter. 1 million in locked liquidity, which is something I like to see. $27 million market cap, and it's consolidating very nicely. It could go either way, and it could easily dump in your face. But as far as meme coins go, this thing looks like it may be a quick move here for a double up to 56 million. Again, who knows? I don't own any of this coin. I don't know anybody. No one told me to talk about it. I just want to let that be very known. I don't do that. I don't push meme coins for any reason. I literally saw him talking on Twitter today, did a little bit of research, went and looked at the chart and saw consolidation. That's bullish consolidation. You do what you want with it. All right? Bang. All right. Right now, I'm only up on Solana and Mobile. Everything else, 20 coins is down and showing a loss. Shout out to Keith Bradbury. Yeah. So, yeah, this is just something I was looking at. And I was going to look at MUMU the Bull from my man Crypto Archie. Let's take a look at our baby MUMU here at $29 million market cap. So I wanted MUMU to kind of bounce there, but it's okay. It's consolidating back to kind of where it began. So it's, the only good thing about that is it's not up huge. Kind of got this cup and handle status going on here. That's a cup and handle. And you could say it's hanging out on this trend line. I'd like to see it get that bounce back to the upside here. MUMU the Bull. Maybe you can start to do this and then get above these key levels of support or resistance, right? But, a challenge area for MUMU. If it loses that, it could come back down to its previous low. But it's, and some smaller buys coming in. MUMU the Bull. MUMU the Bull, man. I know Crypto Archie is hot on MUMU the Bull. All right, Jason had... okay, selling pressure in July. Okay, right. Let Bitcoin down. I don't know why people don't want to dumb it. And let's all get better prices. I want to get the rest. I agree with you too. There's places I'd like to get more Bitcoin at. 46,000 would be an amazing price. So it would cause a lot of pain. I don't want to see Solana getting beat down too much. I mean, Mara mining Caspa to me was just kind of out of control, right? Like that to me is some of the biggest news of my life. And that's going to propel, the gains in Caspa to another level, right? To another level. But it's almost like Marathon Digital announces Caspa mining operations. I mean, it's just like Fort Lauderdale, baby, right out of Florida, man, down the street. Marathon Digital, a global leader in leveraged digital asset compute to support the energy transformation. A global leader in leveraging digital asset compute to support energy transformation today announced the company is mining Caspa proof of work digital asset to further diversify its portfolio of digital asset compute. Caspa is currently the 5th largest proof of work digital asset by market cap. It boasts a market cap of $3.9 billion with approximately 64.8 million in daily trading volume. It's a big boy, baby. The circulating supply is approximately 24 billion Caspa with a current block reward of 103.83 CAS, and the terminal supply is capped at 28.7. Every cycle, I pick a winner. The first cycle that I was ever in 2017, I did get in Cardano at 2 cents, and that puppy would go to $1.31. You were talking a 60x, more than that. A 60x will change your life. All right. In that same cycle, I would also find some other massive gains, but that would probably be just one of the bigger wins. Tron as well, and some other things. The next cycle, you would see me find Cake at 60 cents, and we would ride it to $44. If you do the math, it's insanity. At $1, it would have been a 44x. So 44 divided by 60 cents, and you're talking a 73.33x, a 73x. I also found Safe Moon, and I did 100x on Safe Moon when you could have gotten out with liquidity. And there was many other coins. I went into Phantom, and we did a 20x. We got into Phantom at 19 cents. I believe it went to $3.20, $3 and let's say $3.20 divided by 19. It was an amazing 16 or 16, but almost 19x, I think, at the peak, if I remember correctly, on my Phantom call. And now if you're in Caspa with me, you're up. All right, and we're going to talk about it right now. And so every cycle, there's a coin. Every cycle, there's a play. Every cycle, there's the one. I mean, this cycle, I think I had a few. AGIX, I was really hot on. 4 cents, we really started looking at it. And it went to a buck something. I mean, we've hit some huge, massive gains already in this group. All right. There's definitely profits that should be taken. Again, you do whatever makes you happy. I can never tell people what to do. But, wow. I just have to say, wow, for what we've seen and what we've accomplished this year and the last year, and just so much has gone on. We're going to get back to Bitcoin, but Casper really has taken the cake today, with June 30th becoming the day where we're going to, release those memes. And, it doesn't matter really what Bitcoin's doing. You can see Caspa just wants to rip. And Caspa, that is a bearish div right there. I'll give it to you. And we could break down shoulder, head, and shoulder. All right, watch it. Let's take a look at our 4-hour time frame. A little overbought, but coming back down. Flagging out, still strong. I put out Caspa in this cup and handle when it was here, down at 14. It pumped to 18. Our bags are basically at their all-time highs. Caspa, the highest I ever saw it was maybe 19. So we're very close to the all-time high for Caspa. You can see there's a lot of FOMO brewing for the coin. There's a lot going on. Got the daily still kind of brewing, just breaching. We are at a resistance point. We've double topped there. Are we going to triple top, But I still, the 2-day, the 3-day still show signs of a bigger move to the upside here for Caspa, where it really wants to sprout and just continue to move bigger to 24. Once it breaks 24, I think 18 will be that floor, and we'll be going on from there. So I love what I'm seeing for Caspa. But we got in at around a penny. You're up in 18x right now, and we're just getting started. This thing could get to $1, $2. I get to $1, I feel like I'm going to be exiting at $1, because at that point, I will have 100x, right? And so, you know what I mean? But we'll see what happens. God bless all my peoples in Caspa right now. I love you. I care about you guys. And it started with a $2,000 trade, then a $3,000. You guys saw me. Go back to the tape. You'll see it was a $3,000, then a $1,000. Little by little, we gained more and more market share until we grabbed a big bag and sent it to the hardware wallet. And that's where we stand. And remember, my Caspa, you can use the beautiful one key touch. All right. Beautiful one key touch, right? I believe we have a link to the one key. If not, we'll have it out there tomorrow. All right. So hold your horses. We'll be able to get you probably even better prices. So I wouldn't buy it unless we get that link out. But today I just like the wallet. It's awesome. It connects to the phone. At any moment, I can just go to the phone and see. I can see my balance, but nothing can be accessed without the wallet. I never have the wallet. It's in a custody scenario, right? So cool if you think about it. But I really absolutely love the way it works. I love what's happening. I love what's going on. So shout out to One Key Touch, baby. It works right. It does it the way it should do it, baby. And I love it. You can see right now, I can see my Caspa bags up beautifully. Over $100,000 worth of Caspa, $101,000 in Caspa. And I probably should have even more. Some people probably would laugh at those bags. But honestly, I've been building that bag for about a year and a half. And it's one of my many other bags, right? So God bless you all. Thank you for being here. And may we win. May we win in the long term. We got long-term plans. So if you're in Casper right now, you're feeling really good. You're not bugging out. The markets really hasn't really, flustered you much. You've actually really excited. Your account's at a gosh dang near an all-time high. So I'm excited for this idea that Casper is continuing. I like what Casplex is bringing to the table. Okay. And remember, make your Casper wallet, casplex.org, KRC20s. It's going to be big. I'm looking at Nancho. I like Nacho. I don't know about Nancho, but I'll have to figure that all out. But this is crazy, man. Cas Fly, Cas 1. It's pretty crazy what's going on. So this weekend, I'll be deep diving and making you a video probably tomorrow. So look out for a Saturday pre-record video. If we can get it out about Caspa, I'll look to record it today and get it out to you guys by tomorrow, if possible. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, one key touch is way better. I always go for the bigger, nicer screen, touch screens. Such a better experience, safer experience. If you're going to be moving money around, you want to see things the way they should be seen, nice and big. I don't think you want to be playing games with like little touch buttons. I don't like the Ledger for that reason. Like all the tapping and it's a lot of insanity. So I'm not into that. I'm just not into that. Okay. P-Pig is making an impact. The new project. I looked at that yesterday, man. It didn't look good on the chart, though. Let's move on. Thank you. But we're not your exit liquidity, brother. Maybe on another day. Not today, brother. Not today. All right. So Bitcoin bounced off of 60,861. All right. I almost got locked out of my ledger because of that. See that? Tangib is the best. 1 minute shoulder, head and shoulder. Perfect, Sammy. God bless you, man. Shout out to the chef. All right. Lots of liquidity at 60K. I could see Bitcoin aiming for that. Pepig is making an impact. A new project only a few days old, already supported by a trustworthy caller friend. This isn't just a degen. It's a movement. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. All right. So, do we get the bounce here? 15-minute getting the bounce. Low liquidity on a Friday, right? Indexes will change at Bitcoin heavier short squeeze to 64. Interesting. All right. With ETH ETF launch, do you think ETH is going to fly? Heard that ETH on exchanges is only 10% lowest in 8 years. How can this not fly? Why is Bitcoin down, and what's the update with XRP? LAI get it. Yeah, LAI got rocked. Rip off the suit so we could see your cape. Turbo was down almost 50% off its high, but Pepe is holding pretty strong. Interesting. So now we go to the 7-minute time frame. Again, lost the 200. Those are bearish signs. Look how things can get. You can get a really nasty drop when you lose that 200, right? So that's beginning the idea that we are going to get a drop. So right now, insurance short is in the money. So if you open up a short, stop loss preferably above 62.3, but a little more aggressive would be above 62.9, 62 even possibly. And we're below the 200 SMA, so we could definitely continue to, once you get back above it, you can say, okay, maybe it doesn't work out. Right now, the trend is telling you that it's more to the downside. Yeah. All right. So that's something that you want to pay attention to very, very closely for BTC. All right. Let's move forward back into the smaller time frames and see if there's a scalp or something going on. But we really just lost the sauce here. And let's take a look. Can we get a bullish divergence? What is bullish divergence? It's a swing up on the RSI while price action swings down. Okay. That is a nice bullish divvy. Bullish divergence is as strong as the support of resistance. And look at that inverted head and shoulder for Bitcoin. 1, 2, 3. Remember, whenever we get the dump, it's all about the inverted. I found that inverted is an ascending triangle, right? Because they make the same pattern over and over again. I feel like we broke out, attempting to clean up here, and then this could be the measured move back to the upside. If not, further dumpage is assumed for Bitcoin. We lost this point of control here. There's a gap of the VRVP. Only time will tell. I'm operating a funding strategy, new 2 days with lots of negative funding rates. Use 10% funds and growth, but 3% to open the trade. Great, man. I hope it works. I've been watching your show for a month, and I have learned a lot. Much appreciation, Sam. Also, my son's name is Sam. We love you, man. God bless the DD Sam Blues, man. DD Sam Blues, we love you, brother. And thank you so much. Sam's the best name, man. Tell him he's going to have a great life with a name like that. All right. Does Casper have a native wallet? I don't know, but I use the Tangem or the One Key. All right. What exchanges do you use in Canada? Looking to pick one. I don't live in Canada. Going straight down. Yeah. Hey, lifers. Shout out to Stephanie Gameros. God bless you, Stephanie. Thank you for being here. Who's full of love right now and living their best life full of positivity and just feeling like they can conquer the world? So look, the 1 minute looks oversold in the stochastics with a bearish divergence on the indicator, right? And so we got to push up, but it looks like we're going to go further to the downside. We're in some chop here, everybody. Honestly, this isn't my model, so I wouldn't take it, you know. It's possibly a right there, look. Boom, back to like the 618 or even the 786 there. It's possibly the money printer reversal, right? It has a lot of signs in the money printer. Get back above the point of control, you can get through this gap back to 61. Then you'll head up to the 200 MA. If you get above the 200 MA, then I'll take a long. If not, then that's... So I look for my signal. Only really trade my signal. And I get the signal all the time. 4 or 5 times a day, really. No matter really what the market does. We got it earlier today. I took it for gains. We got it earlier today. Took it, you know, I wasn't awake, but that would have been amazing. There, took for nice gains. There was a beautiful move to the upside once it broke above. And this is the perfect one for me because you get above and then the candle closes right there. And then and then the next thing you know, you're in the trade for a minute. Within 2 minutes, you're already up massively. Stop losses at break even at that point, and then it continues to pump. And then as it continues, I would bring the stop to here, then to here, and then eventually I probably would have got stopped out somewhere around there and called it a day, you know. So it just, I mean, I'm in tune with it. You have to be in tune with the strategy to kind of get it and understand what's happening. All right. I see bearishness for Bitcoin, honestly. I just have to be honest. Like, I'm more bearish than bullish because you keep losing you keep making lower highs, and if you keep making lower highs, you got to go further down. Just is what it is. 60,000 looks like it's coming, and then let's go back and stick to the 4-hour time frame. This looks like it'll break down and probably come and test the 200 here, back to 15 or 16. If Bitcoin takes a massive dump, it's going to affect Casper, in my humble opinion. It just is. And if you break this down, I mean, the 4-hour just doesn't look good. And it could easily pin. It's an M pattern. I mean, you can see it for exactly what it is. M's break down 68% of the time. That's just your probability. That's what it's going to do. All right. Okay. Okay, can you please explain the Casplex page you entered? Yeah, it's just a new place where you're going to be able to find all about new KRC20 coins and where the new KRC20 coins are coming and what's happening. All right. What's getting minted, how many you can mint. This is where you can also probably mint yourself, and this is where the testnet lives. Okay. I don't see how we don't go to 59,800. I'm pretty bearish on Bitcoin right now on that 4-hour time frame. The only thing that what I would like to see is if we somehow like wicked, got back up inside, went sideways, and somehow the stochastic still just did a flip here, and we didn't lose the sauce, right? So XRP Bitcoin looking like it wants to pop. What's happening with XRP? And I don't know, man. I would never tell you what to do, so it's up to you. I use Newton in Canada, brother. Newton. That's what somebody says. So this, to me, wants to go lower. All right. You may get a little bit of a bounce, but it looks likely you're going lower. And I could be wrong. It could pump in 2 seconds and go the opposite. There is a pretty nice bullish divvy there, and we're trying to round the bottom, but I could see this whole thing. Yeah, you're next. So this is what I'd be looking at. So the short here, stop loss. You want to see how you interact with this 200 now. If you pump up to it and you get above it, you take a long. That's my model, right? So I wouldn't want to take the short yet. I'd want the stochastics to reset, but this is what I would be looking at if I did take the short. Like, I'd be preemptively getting ready for this idea. You flip it upside down, it'd be kind of like a long flag to the upside, right? So only time will tell. We'll see what happens here. So I'm not opening up the short. I want to make that clear, but I'm speculating on the idea of what it would look like if we end up making that move further down. And then the next level is 59,694, right? So this is, if I would be warming up to this idea as a trader, and then I would wait. If somehow we bounce quickly and we get above this 200, I would do my scalp move again, right? And I would just get out when the Stokes are high or above the point of control, whatever I feel I'm well fed on the trade. And then, but that's, so we have our possible model coming, so I can plan for my possible model. But it's more likely to me right now that the short is going to play out. It's just more likely that the short's going to play out. I haven't done a short live in a while. Let's take a look. How would you short the market here? You got to learn how to long and short, right? Clearly, it's a bear flag. Am I wrong? I mean, if you flip it upside down, it looks like a bull flag. So clearly, it's a bear flag. You take the length of the pole. You lost 61K. Bearish. You see the bigger time frames are not in your favor. Bearish. And you know these shorts, they fall pretty fast, right? So you'd flip on over to short. Your take profit would going to be 59.82, 821. Your stop loss is going to be about 61.034. And that puppy looks like it's going to lose the sauce, honestly. So take profit is going to be 59.821. Stop loss is 61.034, right? Dang, I just missed the sauce there. And remember, you got to hit the open short button. Some things that I forget to do. It's a good divergence there. We may get a bounce, but I mean, it's looking pretty negative. All right. And people jump on the bandwagon and start to get liquidated too. Low volume Friday, though, very easy. You could get liquidated either way. I would only use small amounts if I was going to short the market, and always have a stop loss, right? Could easily reverse the other way. Let's take a look at Bookmap, what Bookmap is saying. I mean, Bookmap corroborates my story with way more liquidity now further to the downside. 59,600, my exact target, is full of liquidity. But we'll see what happens. You never know. You never know. But there is so much more liquidity further to the downside than to the upside. Only time will tell. We'll see. Getting a little bit of a bounce here for Bitcoin. We'll find out. It's close beans. Give me 3 or take my 1. You need to break $1 to make 3. Man, I guess the jacket costs $666, including tax. That's so funny. It is 11:15. And remember, I was gifted the jacket. And again, so just I want to make that clear. I don't think I would ever buy this jacket. Just make it very, very clear. All right, it's 11:15. All right. Okay, let the games begin. How much do you think the jacket does cost? And actually, I feel weird doing this, man, because I'm a pretty humble guy, and the jacket's pretty expensive. So now I'm wondering, should I do it? Maybe I shouldn't do it. You know what I mean? Should I do it or should I not do it? You guys tell me. I'll listen to you guys. I don't want to be rude, and I don't want to piss people off. You know what I mean? Right? He said, let's do it later. That jacket was $277. Who cares? It's a jacket. You're funny. Do it to be proud. All right, let's go. Tell me how much you think the jacket is. That whoever gets the closest that I see, I might be able to see it. I'm going to try to see it. Whoever gets the closest will get this beautiful 250 10 gem wallet. All right. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. So we got people coming in here. We got $9.99. We got $11.27. We got $1,900. We got $23.49. All right. We got someone saying 7.7. We got 4. We got 5. We have 18. We have 6,900. We have $7,000. We have $4,000. $2,000. We have 1,300. We have 1,200. We have 4,000. We have 1,200. We have 23. We have 7,000. 1,300. 4,200. Wow. Wow. We have 3,290. Wow. You put your CAS in there, right? Yeah. We got 35, 5, 5, 777s. Wow, we got a lot of people here. We got $10,000 jacket. I don't know, $10,000. We got 40. Wait. This guy wins right here. He just said 45.90. Tennessee Eco Man. And I mean, it was 48.50. So like he's got it, like there it is, right? Little, you know, but all right, man, you win. This guy right here, Tennessee Eco Man, dude. Send us your email. You win, brother. You win. Shout out to Tennessee Eco Man for the 1 key touch, brother. God bless you, brother. That's awesome. And more coming like this. We're gonna do more stuff like this in the near future. So look out. We're gonna hook you guys up. We're gonna have fun. And this is just in celebration of my daughter. I really wanted to give. It's a little impromptu. Usually we do things a little better and we have it organized, but my daughter was born. I didn't know what day she was going to be born. I really wanted to do something for everybody. I wanted to have some fun. And I also wanted to say hi to my haters, you know what I mean? And let them know what it's like. So, can we get participation in 1 key touches? Well done, you're blessed. 4.2, wow. What brand, right? It is Xenia. It is a Xenia brand, right? Xenia. Makes the nicest men's suits you'll ever see in your life. You know. Anyway. Hey, shout out to Tennessee, man. A love from Bristol. Yep, Tennessee. Echo Man. All right. Congrats, Tennessee. And just confirm that you know you won, man. All right. Congratulations from Holland. Tell us more about the birth. I missed the celebration. It was just amazing. Everything happened the way it was supposed to. It was a blessing on blessings. She came out absolutely wonderful. She's healthy. She's great. Everything is great. I'm super excited. So Bitcoin attempting to get a bit of a double. Look at that nasty bullish div there. Trying to push us back to the upside, get that double bottom, and force us to the 200 SMA. Right? See if we get that move. It just looks... We're just struggling on the bullish side. I don't see a lot of volume coming in strong. We have that options expiry today too, right? So I want to kind of talk about that for a split second and go over that. That's some pretty big news to me. And then we had PCE data as well, right? PCE coming in, actual 0.3, forecast was 0.3, previous was 3. Wait, no, hold on. Because I saw it differently this morning. Hold on right now. Forex Factory. Yeah, 8:30 a.m. we had core PCE that came in 0.1. But yeah, personal income was 0.5. That's what it was. The forecast was 0.4. So, and personal spending month over month is down actual, right, as forecast. So people spending a little bit less. But, you want to see... It's like it's really weird. When they raise the interest rate, they want to see the economy slow down a little more. So, it's weird. They don't want to see, they want to actually see employment rate raise. It's just really strange. But that's why I don't believe they're going to get to 2%, right? But U.S. inflation relief and consumer cool down boosts chances of rate cuts. See, when consumers cool down, that's what you want to see. It's weird. Like they want to see it's almost like you want to see a weak economy for rate cuts. You don't want to see a strong economy because then maybe they can raise rates on you. It's a really weird thing that they're doing, all right? Wow, so we may get a bounce back to the upside. Beautiful double bottom for Bitcoin. They're going for the quick shorts here. They may get liquidated on the flat side. You're going to have to get that liquidity. Bit of a double bottom. Strong bullish div there on the 1 minute time frame. Can you get the follow through? 5 minute and the 7 minute both want to bounce too. Look, they're both low in the stochastics. So even the 15, oh man, everything looks kind of... I'd have to have the 4 hour just pin, and continue to flatten, which I've seen happen before. The 4 hour just gets busy and flattens the smaller time frames. Just, and people get pushed and pulled in there. But I mean, it is attempting to bounce pretty strong here now, getting a little bit of resistance back down at 68. But it looks like it could climb. I mean, that's strong divergence, and if it breaks this high, I don't see how it won't get back up here, and I'll get stopped out. 61,750. We'll see though. Only time will tell. There is low volume here, so unlikely we get the follow through. We'll see how strong this divergence plays out. The 1 minute now is overbought and didn't really get back above key support or get above. You got to break back above this key level. I wouldn't long until I broke above like the point of control, the 200 MA, then I would long the market. Not until then. So we'll see what happens. We'll see where it goes later on. Remember, today is my macro technical analysis video. We're going to break down a lot of awesome stuff for you. So stay tuned for that. I think you're going to be excited for it. All right. Hey, Kid Hoppy on the 1 billion. Mara. I just can't believe Mara is mining Caspa. I just think it's so cool. Two of my biggest holdings, or two of my basically biggest speculative ideas of this year, and they're combining forces. Right? You will own nothing and be happy. Amen, right? Right? Zenya. Yeah. It's Zenya, yeah. High interest rates, inflation, taxes, they take your money any way they can. Oh, they will. Yeah. You hear about Germany, U.S. releasing seized coins. Germany, yeah. It's not a big deal, man. I don't stress it. But yeah, there is some selling. And it's funny. The U.S. accuses Coinbase of issues, but then they go and send their Bitcoin to Coinbase and use Coinbase to sell their coins. So it's a shady place, right? But you sell your coins there. I find that so strange. Coinbase is struggling right now, and they have enough money to continuously. They just opened up they took the SEC to court over a Freedom of Information Act, saying that they're pushing them out of the banking system. There's a lot of craziness going on right now on the back end. People are doing everything they can to stop crypto from flourishing, but over time, technology wins, and I can see it. They may not be able to see it, but we can see it. But so. Coinbase filed lawsuits against the U.S. Security Exchange Commission and the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, even FDIC, for not complying with the Freedom of Information Act request. The company alleges these federal regulators are attempting to exclude the crypto sector from banking services, and it seeks to shed light on what it describes as deliberate effort by regulators to pressure banks to deny crypto firms access to the federal banking system. Firsthand, I know exactly that has happened, so yeah, for sure. All right, for sure. Anyway. Still recovering from that cold. I was sick only for a day, but funny how many things I had to push out. Didn't sound right, but. So, there's still a good chance that we win this short to the downside. You never know. You got to have patience in trading. We'll see what happens over time. I'll talk about Ether. I started DCing into it. Latest coin I've really started adding to my portfolio. I like what's happening with this coin. I like what's going on with it. Powerful GPU compute solutions on demand. Accelerate growth to get closer edge with Ethereum's distributed cloud compute infrastructure. I mean, it's awesome. We need enterprise-grade GPUs around the world. That's what Ethereum gives you. That's the bottleneck in AI. Even Alex Becker said it recently, and he was going over that. So, interesting times, interesting things. Look like this flag wants to pump. It's crazy, right? I can always see it a few different ways. I'm just always looking at the probability, but that could break the 200 and pump. Could get us back in action here. This could be the weekend bottom, possibly. You never know. All right. Sideways price action for Bitcoin on a Friday. Not my favorite day to trade. You know what I mean? I'll let that cook. Yesterday was long, too. The trade took all day. It took like years. It was insanity. One thing I want to say, look at this tragic accident. This woman was on a treadmill and she fell out the window. She fell off the treadmill and then fell right out the window. I mean, that's horrible. 3 stories. I just be careful around you. There's accidents can happen. I just can't believe that. 22 years old. God rest her soul. Moment of silence. And I'm sorry to share that with you. I just find it, just always remember, man, life is precious. She went out. She was working out, taking care of herself. It's pretty crazy when you think about it. All right. Let's take a look at the DXY and see what the DXY is doing right now and what's cracking. All right. While I like watching the DXY, it always seems to have a bit of a bounce at certain key points, right? And it would hit a key level of support or resistance right when Bitcoin does too as well. It can help you find bottoms and tops, depending. Now, we have what's called bearish divergence here on this 1 hour. That swings down while that swings up. And we do have, you could say now we have resistance at 106. Well, like I've showed you, this is starting to make what's called a rising wedge, and rising wedges can break out parabolically. So, what we'd love to see is the 1 hour break the 200. You break the 200 in the 1 hour and you do this, then we could get a drop down. But if this stays coiled up, there's a chance we get a bigger move for the DXY. Okay, and it could be kind of crazy. Like, it would break out like this, and that could spell a dump for BTC and some type of black swan event where people run into the DXY, which looks very possible. Plausible. Looks like it could happen. So be careful here. Resistance at 106.117 as well. All right. But that doesn't look amazing. And I'm going to elaborate that, later on today on the macro technical analysis. Look at that flag is breaking out. Lackluster, but we still may get a short squeeze here. I may get squeezed by these shorts. Yikes. We do have liquidity all the way up here, but it's so, it's not that thick. The most liquidity is below us. They could just be bringing in longs right now to liquidate. Honestly, just suck it in some longs, getting them excited. I don't know. Now we go to the 200 SMA though. On the 32nd, we close that gap on the 32nd. If you get to the 200 on the 32nd, it says your short may get demolished. If we stay here and we play games, then we could be back in business. But now you see the separation to the 200. You get above that, bang, right? 60,980. And that is kind of an Adam and Eve double bottom there too. We did bottom. I wouldn't long or short, possibly. You see me with my trade open, everyone, but it's very small risk. I wouldn't long or short if I were you. I would just stay out of the market. So crap, it's not the best day to trade. It really isn't. It's crass. What is crass? It's not. Don't be crass with me. What is crass? Don't be crass with me. Coarse, crude, or not refined. You know what I mean? The market is just rude. That's what I mean. The market's been in a rude way. Anyway, let's take a look at token metrics and see what they're saying here on the day as well. I'm also exhausted. I didn't get much sleep last night with the baby. You can only imagine. Signali, Scrat, Solana, and Blast out there on the radar. Let's take a look at Blast and what happened. See where you could find it. Kind of break down a little bit more of what's happening to Blast, right? Page not found. So we'll have to figure out Blast from possibly CoinMarketCap. Scrat. They like Solana today too, though. Funny, something's going on there. I'll figure that out at another time. Maybe I got to log in or something. We'll figure it out. But Blast is on their radar right now. Let's take a look at here on CoinMarketCap. You guys keep asking about Falax. Should be one of the fastest exchanges on Solana. I took a nasty dump, though, today. And Andy got a bit of a blast also as well. But we'll take a look at Blast. Came out with a $366 million market cap. And 17% of the supply is out. So a lot more has to come out. But Blast finally did it. Let's take a look at their website. And there you are, 61,000. A full stack chain, the only EVM chain with native yield for ETH and stable coins. Bridge and earn, right? So they got the airdrop, the leaderboard, the bridge. So you connect your bridge, pretty simple. Oh, the airdrop, right? Connect your wallet, right? By using Blast, you agree to our terms of service. Yada, yada, yada. And I already have Blast on my MetaMask wallet as well. I believe that's one, actually. Oh, I never got an invite code. Or maybe I did. I don't know. So I didn't know you needed to see. There you go. I might miss out on the blast airdrop. I don't farm a lot of airdrops. I find them sometimes a waste of time when I'm focused on a heavy trade. Like, I'd rather take $5,000 out of a trade or do a swing trade but I make more money focused on what I'm doing. But I do believe airdrops are cool. Grass.io, there's a bunch of different airdrops. So look at that pump and then the dump. They pull people in, they pulled them right down again. Pretty crazy. So just be careful today. Just be careful the way they're moving price action around. They are trying to attempt to make a higher low now, though. Low, high, higher low for Bitcoin. 5-minute got a nice reversal. 7-minute does want to pump. Look like the 7-minute could pump all the way to the 21. Then if it cracks the 21, you're talking back reversal all the way back to the upside here for 61,000. I might get caught out here. I am caught out here. Dang you. Dang you. I'm still up on the day, but it is going to eat a chunk of the profits. I got stopped out, 114 loss right there on that move. I should have traded on a Friday. I'm not tired. I'm tired. I'm not thinking clearly too. So even I sometimes overtrade. You know that. So it happens. Look at a little bit of a flag too. That's the flag I looked at on the 30-second chart. It actually did exactly what it was supposed to do to the upside, man. I'm still bearish on Bitcoin unless it gets back above some key levels. It's got to show me it can make some moves. Again, that wasn't my model. I don't know why I didn't trade my model. I only trade my model. Like, trade your model, Sam, and only your model. Come back down to 58,112. All right. I'm still super bearish on Bitcoin. I'm telling you right now. It doesn't change anything until we get back above 62,200, 62.3. Expect more downside. You've got to flip the 200 SMA for BTC. Or I don't see how you're going to make it. Small time frame shenanigans is one thing, but I don't see how we're going to make a bigger move to the upside for BTC. All right. I just don't see it. Could have been a nab grab too. Look at that. So I don't know. Pretty messy chop here for Bitcoin, if you ask me. So. Oh man, it's a hot day over here. I'm overwhelmed. Baby beer, maybe Friday kegger time. What does that mean? I don't know. ENS almost hit a profit territory for me. It's moving up. Interesting. If you're looking for an invite code, all you have to do is go to the Discord, and people are pretty easy at giving them up. Thank you. Where can we buy Caspa? I mean, Jamie should have one, right? Jamie, you got an invite code? Dump it. It's 8 a.m. for me. That's crazy. 8 a.m., man. Wow. My day's already half over at 12 o'clock. It's insane. We've been up since 5-6 hours just banging on them. Insanity, and it's only 8 a.m. where you're at. Unbelievable. Craziness. Weird. I'm eerily hungry too. Thanks, Jamie. Y56E1. Is that for real, Jamie? I can't even remember where we were when I hit it. Y56E1. I already did bridge and earn though. I bridged a long time ago. Anyway. So we got a double bottom off of 60,800. I'm not buying it, but we might, if we get above the 200 SMA, I'll be able to reclaim some gains. Possibly we pump up and go through this gap here in the VRVP. That is the next possible little trade that I'd be looking at. That, projection before it happens, right? I've been up since 5:03 a.m. in the West Coast. I know you guys have to wake up early, man. Lovely out, right? So hot here. I'm gonna have some ice cream now at 11:34. Crazy, right? How do you think about ETH-W? That is my money printer. It did reverse pretty nicely, but it was, I don't know, man. Money printer, usually we have a higher low here, though. Like, amen? You know what I mean? You know? I don't know. It's pretty messy to me on a Friday. It doesn't look like, I wouldn't put too much faith in it, but you can see, we'll see what happens. I've been testing your 21 SMA in the 1 minute. If you open a long based on the logic of regaining the 21, what would be the best profit taking area? When the stochastics get high, depending on the time frame you're using, or the measured move of the pattern that you played. You see? All right. Let's take a look at JASMY, my baby JASMY, and see what's happening to JASMY. All right. And it's a cool, calm Friday, baby. Bitcoin monthly and weekly candle closes in 2 days. Things are getting scary. Yeah, we will close a monthly candle. Yep. Does a weekly close on the monthly? Is that what's going to happen today, this time? And I do go live for that, just so you know. Crazy. Yeah, the weekly and the monthly candle close on the exact same night. It saves me an extra stream. Wow, Roro for the $50 Canadian. That's so nice of you. Congrats on the new baby. Blessings. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. You didn't have to give like that, and you really did. Shout out to the $57 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely amazing. I'm showing a 5-day consolidation on JASMY. Pretty clear. Pretty crazy, right? Fibonacci on the 3-day looks like it's bottomed at the 0.059 target. I'm showing 5-day consolidation. Yeah, but it's crazy how the market could pump, but low volume. If you look on the weekly chart, the volume has been dropping for 6 weeks. Honestly, I see downside for BTC. I don't really see upside, but you never know. All right. JASMY's in a giant cup and handle. You see, we went over this a bit. As long as you hold this previous level at 275, you're going to likely go further to the upside. If you lose that level, you could test back to 2.2. Either way, I think anywhere between 1.8 and 2.2 is an absolute steal for JASMY. All right. But that's my JASMY, and I'm sticking to it, right? Not really much to talk about there. All right. Lucky for you guys on the East Coast. West Coast, we got to work double time. Some days triple. It's crazy. You guys have to be up super early. Then you have to be up mad late, possibly. It's insane. It is insane on what you guys got to do. It is not easy. I got to give it to each and every one of you. It doesn't look easy at all. All right. I don't think I'd be able to hang, honestly. So. Can you take a look at Burger, Sam? We'll take a look at Burger. Weekly, monthly, quarter, 3-day, and multiple other if they close together this week. Crazy, right? Yeah, it is the quarter 2. Yeah, you're right. End of quarter 2, right? We're into Q3. July, August, September, October, November. Yeah, we're into quarter 3, man. Q3. How'd you guys do in Q, you know? And it is really good to look at by quarter. How did we do each quarter? I'm going to start having quarterly, I like that. Me and my wife are going to have quarterly meetings now. And weekly close. It's a quarterly, bi-monthly, monthly, bi-weekly, weekly close. No. It's not a bi. What do you mean? No. Forget about sleep, man. From 21st to today, JASMY is consolidating in a nice tight pattern. Looks like it'll make a move soon. I like what's going on. Okay. So tomorrow I teach class. One last thing I want to talk about. I teach class tomorrow, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. All right. I teach class. You will get all of the awesome stuff. I will get a good night's sleep. I promise you that tonight. All right. I'll make sure of it. My wife will make sure of it. And we'll bang it out. We'll have an amazing time together. $150 for 3 hours, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. New York City time. We're going to break down Bitcoin, talk about the halving, talk about difficulty. Where are we in the cycle? I'm also going to give you all of the strategies and, all the things I use to figure out what's happening for Bitcoin. Look at this. JASMY's in a hidden bullish divergence too. Do you understand hidden bullish? We're going to change your life tomorrow if you join my class. I'm going to show you so many different ways to push yourself to the limit. And I'm actually going to give you strategies that you've never had before. Also risk management. No one is teaching risk management the proper way. You got to be able to have risk management. Too many people get liquidated, lose their whole sauce. That's not how it should be. You should be able to go at it one step at a time with a proper regimented system. And I'm going to be able to show you how to do that so you can clear your mental pathways and remove emotions and get yourself on another level. All right. If you want to join the trading group, hit cryptolifer.com or right here. If you want to jump in and trade, go to blowfin.com. It's a great place. Register today at Blowfin. And shout out to our 2 channel sponsors, Decrypted.tax and iTrust Capital. We greatly appreciate it. iTrust Capital, a great place where you could buy and sell cryptocurrency inside of a Roth IRA for retirement. If you really think, hey, I should be planning for retirement, iTrust Capital is the place to be. Yes, you can buy and sell cryptocurrency inside of the account. You'll pay taxes at the end of accrued value. But again, maybe you're in a less tax bracket by then because you've used more money and you may pay less taxes. It depends on what you're doing, what your plan is. But iTrust Capital is awesome. You know, talk to your accountant or a professional today and find out more. And you can even call iTrust Capital. They'll answer all your questions. Hit the link or the QR code on the right. They will be there for you. iTrust Capital. And they do sponsor the channel. Shout out to iTrust Capital. 30-second chart looking like it could get busy right here for a move. Looks like that thing's going to pump and pump hard. Kind of crazy, right? Break the 200 on the 1 minute, and then we get busy. We'd be front running it right now, but it looks like it could pump. Low stochastics in the flag, looking pretty nice to me for a possible move to the upside, right? I'm not going to trade it. I think I'm done until maybe next Monday night. 62,144. Stop would be 60716. Full port it, make it all back. See, that's what people do. They full port it. They get, you know, on a little trade too. Instead of just keep chipping away. Just keep chipping away. Do the same thing you've been doing over and over again. Over time, somehow you win. I don't know how. You don't really think about the balance. You just keep doing the trades over and over again. Eventually, you make a big enough gain that it pays for the, you know, and then you just keep stashing. One thing I do, though, is you do eventually, I think, have to take money out of the account. Specifically when leverage trading. All right. I got no airdrops in this wallet. Dang. All right. I would have sworn I mean, I bridged a long time ago. I bought Andy, but I guess. Oh, but it didn't show blast. I also don't know. I always forget the wallets that I'm using. So, well, I would see Andy in there, right? I don't see my Andy on blast. I don't know, Jamie, what I do with it. I do too much. When the baby gets born, man, you can't even think clearly. I'll figure it out. It's not like I don't know where, like, eventually I'll find it, but. Dang it. See, I'm still sure. I still firmly believe that Bitcoin's going to dump and dump hard. I really do. It's showing me signs that it doesn't look good. See, look at that. Rejection by the 200 SMA. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of price action today too, but to me, you keep making lower lows with a bigger time frame. The 4 hour does not look good. To me, it says you're going down, and it's likely you're going to head to about 60,000 and then 59,160. And then the liquidity is there for Bookmap. So my prediction is that you do see 59,000 later today. We get a dump tonight, but you never know, or into the afternoon, but you never know. But that's what it looks like, you know. My airdrop was showing up on a dashboard within the Blast app, but I did not have anything in my wallet. Yeah, interesting, right? Can't be too loud, but it's my beautiful baby, man. She's so sweet. She's so cute, baby. Oh, she got the mic in her face. Cutest thing in the world. Such a sweetie pie. But everybody, I love you. I'm gonna go feed this little baby and hold her so close. But I love each and every one of you. She's amazing. And man, I'm so blessed, bro. I love each and every one of you. Bitcoin back up to 61,000. Playing games at one level, going back and forth on $100. So just be careful. I love you all. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And thank you so much for jumping on into the live today and supporting the lifer, man. I appreciate it more than you would ever know. Shout out to everybody, and shout out to the people who won. We appreciate that too. All right. Well, blessings on blessings, everybody. I love you all. Stay blessed, okay? I'll let you see big time.